2022, a dairy farmer discovered he was missing a Jersey heifer named Batata.
Batata was missing. Sometimes they go missing.
After a brief but frantic search, the farmer found the injured animal lying in a field and immediately rushed to her aid.
She was making a lot of noise. Cows no usually make a lot of noise, so I was surprised to hear her making so much noise.
The unfortunate creature had tripped over a partially exposed and strange-looking stone.
She wasn't hurt or nothing. She was just being dramatic. Batata can be dramatic.
Cows don't go tripping over just any old rock in the ground. Get me? Naturally, when I read about Guama's story, I thought it was a bit far-fetched, you know? That was until I saw... hold on a second.
By day, Frank Willis is a forensic specialist with the New York Police Department.
Oh, the goddamn nabbit.
While by night, Frank's fascination gravitates toward the bizarre, the occult, and every juicy conspiracy theory he can...
You can find all kinds of stuff on the internet, especially message boards. You won't believe some of the garbage people are willing to discuss when they think no one will find out who they really are. Some awful, disgusting things. But sometimes, just sometimes, you come across something not so gross. Now, my Uncle Reggie, he's a smart guy, all right? He's a professor down at Wagner. So one night, I'm having dinner with me and my moms, and I thought I'd show him this photo, which sparked my interest. It got me thinking about a book I read in college, Gods and Fingers, or Messages and Chariots, or something like that. You know? Anyway, that book talked a lot about a lost civilization, influenced other civilizations around the world. It predicted that we'd one day find evidence for it right there in the... Crazy, right? Curiouser and curiouser.
Dr. Reginald Abstine, renowned sumerologist and Emeritus Professor of Eastern Studies at Wagner College, learned about Guama's discovery from his nephew Frank.
Did you know Mahmoud Yildiz discovered Göbekli Tepe? He was a farmer. The site was on his land. He used to dig up artifacts when he was plowing his fields. But then Klaus Schmidt came along afterwards and took all the glory. Who knows what these farmers are going to discover next? This goat herder was looking for a lost goat. He throws a rock into a cave, smashes a clay jar containing the Dead Sea Scrolls. And now, a dairy farmer looking for a missing heifer discovers another lost chapter that will surely rewrite the story of humanity? That's fantastic.
Professor Abstine believes it is too soon to make any definitive claims as to the age of the find, but he's not shy when he speculates that it could be as old, if not older, than the massive complex at Göbekli Tepe, which has most recently been dated to nearly 12,000 years before the Common Era.
The clay shards all have markings on them, which Frank here ran through an AI program that was able to decipher them, within an acceptable degree of error, of course, giving us a glorious glimpse into the lives of these people.
Right, old Gurdy made short work of them.
Absolutely. The AI found similarities between Sumerian cuneiform, Egyptian hieroglyphs, and oddly enough, the earliest known Mayan glyphs.
Right, NYPD uses Gurdy to translate graffiti. You know, gangs leave cryptic messages for other gangs all the time.
That's nice, Franklin, but I was speaking. The piece I was examining earlier chronicles the movements of certain stars, but also mentions something called MAWOAKIN, whoever that may be. So far, we found about 20 fragments, but sadly, none of them appear to fit together. Besides the astronomical observations and the frequent references to the ITABAYITI and a place called ITABACAN, each piece is quite diverse in its subject matter.
ITABACAN.
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 Yes, ITABACAN. What is it, Guama?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, come on now. We may not have known each other for a very long time, but I can tell when something's on your mind. What is it?
My grandpapa used to tell me stories about how our ancestors come to this island long, long ago after their homes were swallowed up by the sea.
Swallowed up by the sea?
Like Atlantis.
Shh, Franklin, be quiet.
Could be. My grandpapa said they call their home ITABACAN. It means mother's heart.
Mother's heart. In what language?
Taino.
Taino? That's amazing.
What's that? Taino?
It's an extinct dialect of Arakan, which is now nearly extinct itself. Tell me, Guama, did your grandpapa tell you anything else?
The discovery of ancient artifacts in this region raises a number of questions. Who were the ITABAYITI, and how did they get here? Where was their homeland of ITABACAN? Additionally, the possibility of a connection between a prehistoric civilization and a much more recent Taino people seem at first glance a bit too good to be true. Needless to say, the team has a lot more research and excavating to do. Until then, I'm Barnaby Debenham, and I thank you for watching.